Hey, I'm Latia, and it's Thursday, and I'm just, I don't know, just making a video for practice and getting out there. And it has been such an interesting week for me because it's like the first time at week where I felt like I've been really productive, really able to get stuff done. And I'm on a client site, and on the client site there is someone, and I met her a couple weeks into the project. So I started in September, and now it's November, so it hasn't been too much time since I've started. But I could tell she was worried about me, and she's, oh my gosh, you seem so stressed. Like, what's going on? Do you need help? Someone to talk to? And it was really nice to have someone want to be there for me, but it's also really stressful and frustrating because I just met you, and I can tell that you can tell that I'm not doing well, but I don't know why I'm not doing well or how to do better. And so yesterday she saw me, and she'd walked by me in the hallway the other day, and she was like, I didn't recognize you without your glasses. You looked so different, and I wasn't wearing my glasses. And I was like, oh, it's all good. And we were talking, and she was so excited to see how exuberant for life I am. And it is so awesome to have someone else witness this transformation that I'm going through, because I have been feeling like I'm not myself for a while, and I haven't been feeling excited for life. And I've just been, showing up. Like, I fly to Ohio every week for work, and I'll fly in like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to leave. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a drag. And then I'll also go home, and then I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to leave home. Like, this is a drag. And it's just like, no matter where I went, I haven't been feeling satisfied. I've just been feeling frustrated, way down, overwhelmed, depleted, and empty. And it's just crazy how quickly this change has happened, because the last time I was in town was the week before Thanksgiving, and now it's the week after Thanksgiving, and I'm a lot more productive than I have been. I feel more energetic, I feel more lively, and I feel very compassionate and nice towards myself, because usually if I don't hit goals that I have, or if I'm not doing something, I'll kind of spiral and just be like, oh my gosh, like, what's wrong with me? How could I do that? I don't understand. Like, why can't I do anything right? And why aren't I making progress? And maybe I'm not doing the right things. But instead I was just like, oh, I wanted to wake up at 6 this morning, and I woke up at 7:30. And I just don't really care. Like, it would be great if I woke up earlier, but I read most of the book that I've been reading, Principles by Ray Dalio, and I read part 1 and part 2. And part 3, I think he mentions that it's like you can kind of read it as you need it. And I'm not in leadership or management of a company just yet, so I'm like, maybe I'll pause before I read that part and just kind of digest the life principles that he goes over. So didn't feel like reading. I would like to go to the gym, but I did arms yesterday and I kind of hurt myself, and I'm like, I can wait till tomorrow to go back to the gym. And it's just kind of nice to be in a more balanced place than what I have been, because I don't know, like, I just feel like it's like I just make myself feel bad, and I berate myself for the choices that I make. It's like, oh, why aren't I the person that people want to get help from? And then they get help from me. I'm like, why are you talking to me? Get away from me. I have work to do. And I feel like I've just been in a difficult space, and it's not been intentional. Like, I don't want to feel bad or make people feel bad or make things difficult. It's just sometimes when I'm not right within myself, it's hard for me to interact with the world, especially if it's, on a good day, you're difficult for me to deal with. On a bad day, it's like, I don't have it. And so it's just been so nice that with a few, it feels like so many small changes, but it's had such a big impact. Getting my finances set, having money in my bank account instead of being on my last $45 before payday. I've also cleaned up my room and my space, so I've been keeping things around me clearer and neater and more organized. I've started throwing more things away because I have a really big storage unit, and part of it is furniture, but I would like to throw away the furniture that I don't think I'll use in the future and clear it out over the upcoming months, because the sooner I can get rid of my storage unit, the sooner I stop paying to hold on to things that I'm not necessarily needing, which is great for me because I tend to be a pack rat. And I'm really just wanting to simplify my life and just keep this momentum going, because this is probably the first time that I felt like I'm transforming and changing and making a big difference and having a big shift. It was, high school was great, college was pretty, like, it wasn't 100% perfect, and it was probably the start of me feeling like I went into a bit of a depression. And then after college, the working world has sucked. Like, it's been great because I get paid, but like in terms of relationships and what I do or how I spend money, it's been really tough. So it's really nice to feel like, you know, a few years out of college, I'm finally starting to feel grounded within myself and a bit centered, because it's like, oh yeah, you graduate from college, you get a job, you do well in the job. And it's like, but what if you graduate from college, you get a job, you don't really do so well, you get another job, you really don't do so well, you take a break, then you're at another job, and you're like, I mean, like, I'm still not really doing well, and I just don't know what's wrong. And so it's like, it's been an interesting journey that I've taken with highs and lows, and I'll most likely be sharing more about the specifics and the different experiences that I've had, because there's been financial things, there's been work things, there's been relationship things, there's just so many things that happen in life. And it's like in college, it's easy because at the end of the day, follow the syllabus, get the grades, you move on. You know, it's a semester, it's a year, it's not a long period of time, and there's a lot of structure involved. Whereas like once it hits real world adulting time, it's like, oh wow, like I have the freedom to do whatever I want. And it's just like, okay, I don't know what I want, I don't know where to start. Like, okay, I have this, like, let me try to do that well, I can't do that well, like maybe I should do that. So it's been an interesting journey, but I'm not perfect. I'm still gonna keep growing and having wins and losses, but I'm gonna keep doing my best to push forward and move towards excellence. So if you'd like to know more, please reach out, ask questions, like, subscribe, let me know what's going on, and I hope you have a wonderful day.